Gemini, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love reading. Finally, thank you guys so much for your patience as I recovered from COVID. It was a bit of a rough patch there for about a week and a half for myself and my family. So thank you guys so very much for your patience in waiting for this reading. And of course, initially the plan was to, as far as time frame for this reading, to have it be for the second half of December. But that just was not the case for this batch. So it ended up that we decided, let's just go ahead and make these readings timeless whenever it is that you're guided to tune in, and hopefully there's something in the messages that makes sense for you personally. You know, hopefully there's something there that can really help you as far as offering you guidance. So let's get into it, Gemini, and let's start with taking a look at your connection. What are the energies surrounding your connection right now at the time that you're tuning in and watching this? General advice as always, so please take from it what makes sense for you. So I'll be starting with the Golden Dahlia deck. This is the Destined Oracle by Maria of La Balama 13. And of course I'll list everything down below since I'll be using a bunch of decks here today. Alright, so what are the energies surrounding your connection at this time? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. What do we need to know? Alright, so we've got a couple of them. This is interesting. We have happily ever after, and then we have vanity. Okay, let's grab a couple more messages here. So you guys could have had a happily ever after, but perhaps, you know, this type of energy from this card, it reminds me of someone who's self-absorbed. They're all about themselves, not so much the relationship, not giving their all to the partnership. And then that might explain why we have boundaries popping up now. All right, let's see what else we can learn, and then we'll grab some tarot here. So these are the energies surrounding the connection at this point in time. It could be you as well, Gemini, that's got your boundaries up when it comes to a particular person, or of course it could be the other way around. Let's grab one more card here. We have waiting, okay? And it's interesting, bottom of the deck, we have wish fulfillment right here. Someone's waiting for a wish to manifest, or there's some time that's needed to unfold, to pass, in order for this wish to come true. Okay, because there's this need to just hang tight and wait, have patience, and it could have something to do with barriers that are preventing you and this person from coming together at this point in time. So let's go ahead and grab some clarifying messages with some tarot. I'll be pulling from my Celestial Cosmos Tarot deck here. Alright, angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. What do we need to know here? Energy surrounding the connection. So someone's still hoping and wishing that perhaps a reconciliation can happen. Interesting. Alright, so we do have the Nine of Wands. Somebody was definitely hurt here as a result, perhaps, of the connection, a separation, because I'm feeling, take this if it makes sense, someone might not have been on board. You guys were not on the same page. Something definitely challenged the partnership here. We have the Divine Feminine represented by the Queen of Pentacles. Now, for some of you, you could be cross-watching for a masculine representing Gemini here, and the feminine could be representing Earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Let's see what else. What else do we need to know? Okay, we have a reverse card here, which is the Ace of Wands. Lack of passion, missed chance. Isn't that interesting that it's right next to boundaries? Okay, so somebody has put up these walls perhaps because there was a lack of passion. Okay, it could have been the Divine Feminine, because the feminine's coming in as the Queen. So we might have a masculine who wasn't prepared or ready to come towards the divine feminine as the king here. Okay, there could have been, as we can see here, the missed chance to come together. Let's see what else. Look how interesting this gets, guys. We've got the Nine of Cups focused on wish fulfillment. And remember this wish fulfillment card right here. So as you can see, the way these cards are lining up, time is involved. There is this need to just wait for this wish to come true. And it definitely has something to do with your love life here, Gemini. We've got the Lovers card popping up representing your own Gemini energy. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Emperor representing the masculine, you see? So there could have been, again, take this if it applies, there could have been a third-party situation here because the Lovers card can sometimes represent a love triangle, but it also always represents a decision and a choice that either needs to be made or was made, which is why you guys ended up separating, why there is no contact maybe at this point, or it is the decision on behalf of the masculine to take action, to finally take control of the situation so that this wish can manifest in the 3D to get things moving. Okay, so that's what's coming through so far as the energy right now. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else we can learn, Gemini, when it comes to your connection here. So I wanted to go ahead and take a look at your person, of course. What aren't they telling you or sharing with you? For some of you, because of the separation and no contact and whatever those boundaries and barriers are, there is no opportunity to speak or interact, certainly in 3D for now, but there could be some 5D interaction. So let's go ahead and grab some messages. What aren't they telling you at this point in time? We have nourish, self-harmony, soul growth, comfort. Maybe this person is using this time, at this point in time, especially if you guys are not together and if you haven't interacted in a while, they're focusing on themselves, giving back to themselves, you know, to perhaps focus on self-love. And as we can see, soul growth right here. Okay, to be able to get to a place in their life where they're in a much better heart space and head space. Let's see what else we can learn here. What aren't they telling you, Gemini? We have unconditional innocence, support, whole heart. Okay, so what they're not telling you at this point in time is that they still have a lot of love in their heart space for you. They do have unconditional love in their heart for you. And if given the chance, they're there to support you. They're there to basically support the relationship still. The next card is receptive, open heart, softness, and vulnerability. So they are feeling very vulnerable at this point in time, but their heart is completely open to the opportunity of certainly coming back together, to the opportunity to love you again if you will give them a chance. So let's go ahead and grab some tarot here. So I'll be pulling from my Illuminated Star Tarot. This is volume 2. Currently, I'm revising it, so it's not available in my deck shop, but as soon as it is, I will definitely let you guys know. All right, so what they're not telling you is their heart is still open to the possibility of you guys finding your way back to each other. Look how interesting this is, Gemini. We do have the Temperance card representing Sagittarius. So this is another card of patience. It's going to take time, as we've already seen. That's why there's this need to wait, because somebody perhaps is focusing on their own growth, their own lessons, and maybe that's something that you can tap into for yourself too, especially if you happen to be divine feminine. But the Temperance card, time is involved, as I've mentioned, to be able to restore balance and harmony in a relationship. And it's also the opportunity to come back together. It's a possible desire for a reconciliation. We do have the High Priestess reflecting the feminine once again. And just the fact that this is tied into the feminine's intuition and inner voice. I feel, Divine Feminine, the action that needs to be taken falls on the Divine Masculine to let you know that their heart is fully open to still loving you. Okay. We also have the Queen of Swords. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So it does seem here, Gemini, that things can still turn around for you and this person, or at least they're hoping that things can still turn around for you guys to come back together. But with the Queen of Swords, my feminines, I feel you definitely set up these boundaries around your masculine, and so maybe right now they're unable to gain access into your life. Maybe you've blocked them, you've distanced yourself from your masculine, but they're really hoping perhaps that there can be some good karma blessing this connection once again so that things can fall back into place, so that at least good luck will be blessing this connection somewhere down the line. You know, good luck, good karma, that you guys are still destined to find your way back. But as we can see here, this person feeling very vulnerable. We also have the Judgment card. So this is about reflecting on what happened in the past, and that person is going through their awakening. So whoever did you wrong, Gemini, this person, they've been thinking about you. They perhaps want to reach out, want to communicate, want to return, want forgiveness, wanting for sure a reconciliation. Okay, so that's what's coming through there. They're not wanting you to know these things at this point in time. Maybe they're embarrassed, or you yourself, you might have set up boundaries around this person, or that could be reversed. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab some additional insight here. What would they change if they had the opportunity to do so? All right, so let's do a little bit more digging here. I'll be pulling from the Pining Rose Love Oracle. This is by Calico Moon. So what would they change if they could? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. Insomnia. This person's not sleeping much. Okay. We do have music. We also have cold shoulder. Okay. So whatever is keeping them up late at night, maybe there's something that they did or said that created the separation. There's something in the music that they're listening to, maybe at night when they can't sleep. You know, something that they really would want to change. It could also be you, Gemini, that's giving this person a cold shoulder because they hurt you or disappointed you or broke your heart. Look at this. They still love you. What would they change if they could? Maybe this person really wants you to know that especially if they didn't have the chance to simply express that they loved you, or maybe you never had the chance to tell them that you love them. It could go either way, you know. So there's this cold shoulder here. So someone perhaps is not on board quite yet to come together, or this is, in a way, it's torturing this person. They can't seem to get any sleep thinking about, you know, how can this come back together, knowing full well that the love is still here. So let's grab some tarot and see what else we can learn. I'll be pulling from my Luna Tarot deck here. And you certainly could still have a lot of love for this person. You could be thinking of each other, maybe connecting in your dreams. Someone could be a musician here. Particular songs that you're able to relate to, and they as well. All right, so look at this. Eight of Cups is about someone who distanced themselves and walked away from the connection. So Gemini, if somebody walked away from you, this could be you unable to stop yourself from thinking about this person. Maybe you're listening to music and you're reflecting off of what happened. but they could also be giving you the cold shoulder, and this could even be you reflecting on the fact that you still have so much love for this individual. But something clearly came to an end here. Okay, we do have the Death card, so it came to an end. And there might not be any sort of interaction at this point in time. This could have also been the love triangle, third-party situation. If it's not that, then this could simply be picking up off of the heartbreak that was felt or continues to be felt because you guys are not together. But there's the opportunity for change. That's what the Death card represents. Because something can begin again. We do have the Hierophant right here. So lessons that needed to be learned in the meantime, you know. And at the end of the day, this does represent commitment. So maybe this person had commitment issues, and the fact that they still love you, maybe you still love them. There could have been this situation where you guys just weren't ready for commitment, or somebody wasn't ready for commitment. We see here with the Two of Swords that things are stuck. There's not a whole lot of movement. There's perhaps no communication at this point in time. But we do have the Sun. We do have the Ace of Cups. And then we've got the Knight of Cups. So there's this opportunity for a new romance for some of you. Especially if you walked away from somebody and maybe you feel it's the end of the road when it comes to that connection. And maybe you're just better. Maybe you're just thinking of someone or a better situation in the future where you can find happiness. So this could reflect new love for some of you, but it could also be an indication of romance coming back for two people who are in separation to be able to find happiness once again. And so what they ultimately would like to change here is what challenged the relationship, especially if somebody had commitment issues and the reason why somebody had to walk away to begin with. So I have a feeling there's a person here who really regrets what happened, and if they could just turn back the clock and undo the damage, they would. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab another set of cards here for Gemini. So their biggest wish before this, well, I was going to say before this year comes to an end, but that's when I was focusing on the second half of December. So since it's now a timeless reading, no particular time frame really whenever you're guided to tune in and watch this. So what is their biggest wish when it comes to you? So I'll be pulling from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle. This is the revised edition, which is now available in my deck shop. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some advice here. Their biggest wish when it comes to the connection. Okay, so this is declaration. Let me go back to that card that came through earlier. So remember this card right here. It says, I love you. Okay. This tattoo right here also says, I love you. And it does say fear, shyness, apprehension, hesitation, uncertainty, rejection, anxiety. It stops us from saying it, but it's always so nice to hear it from the one who matters most to your heart. So for me, this is clarification that these feelings, these emotions were not expressed, at least not to the point where you both understood where each other were coming from in the heart space. So maybe this second chance or another opportunity to come back together might be able to give you guys the new opportunity to just tell each other how you feel. So let's go ahead and grab some tarot to clarify what this is about. I'll be pulling from my Valentine Connection Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. Look at this, guys. We've got the High Priestess. We have the Magician. Interestingly enough, this does represent Gemini as well as Virgo energy. Okay, so maybe there's something tied in to those signs. Okay. We also have the Star. So their biggest wish, and it's right here. Okay, a wish come true is for them to come back to you, to be able to have the chance to tell you that they love you. They perhaps would love to be able to rekindle this partnership, bring it back into the 3D. And Divine Feminine, here you are, High Priestess energy. Trust what you're feeling internally in your heart space, intuitively, because there's a lot there coming from your Divine Masculine. And then we do have the Chariot. Check this out, guys. We've got the Queen of Pentacles popping up again. So that's the space that the feminine is occupying at this point in time. Okay, some of you guys might have already had a family, had shared children together. But I can't help but feel that for some of you, this could have also been a very complicated situation with third parties and such. So with the Chariot right here, some of you could also be dealing with a Cancer. We've got Aquarius right there. And I feel this is the movement. This is triumph, as we can see. This is the opportunity to be able to move things forward. So going back to what we saw earlier, let me grab that card. There's our Two of Swords. Okay, so this is where things are stuck. It's not moving. And here's the Chariot getting you guys unstuck so that whoever is in separation from you perhaps will be guided back to you. This love story, I feel, especially for my feminines, this is a masculine who wants to come back and tell you that they love you, that they want a second chance to be in your life. Look at this. Look at that. Okay, we've got the Lovers again. So somebody wants to make different choices here. They know that their heart is on the line. They know that the connection, the chemistry, the love, the attraction, all of that, it's still coming through here. I can't help but feel, Divine Feminine, that this is a masculine coming your way. And it could, as I've mentioned earlier, be a Divine Masculine, Gemini coming towards a Divine Feminine. Look at this. We've got the Queen of Cups. Okay, another intuitive energy from the Divine Feminine. So we've got intuition, and then we've got intuitive references with the Queen of Cups. So I really do feel, Divine Feminine, that it's very important for you to trust your gut. And then you've got the Ten of Cups here, Divine Love. I really feel there's still a chance for you and this person to come together, to find true happiness, to perhaps find long-term commitment here. Could lead towards marriage. It could involve families, happy reunions. Okay, that is their biggest wish when it comes to this connection, Gemini. Wow. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and grab some musical messages here. Okay, when it comes to the two of you. So I'll go ahead and grab from my Heart Songs deck here. If you're not familiar with the songs, hopefully you'll be able to resonate with the lyrics, okay? And we did see the reference to music earlier. All right, so musical messages for Gemini. To Die For by Sam Smith. I look for you every day, every night. I close my eyes from the fear, from the light. As I wander down the avenue so confused, guess I'll try and force a smile. Pink lemonade sipping on a Sunday, couples holding hands on a runway. They're all posing in a picture frame whilst my world's crashing down. So this to me reminds me of a person that is feeling very lonely, you know, that they're in a space of solitude because they're not with the person that they love. They're observing all of these people who are in love, who are together when they're out and about, and perhaps reflecting on past actions and regrets and why there's a separation to begin with. Let's grab a couple more songs here. Okay. We have A Groovy Kind of Love by Phil Collins. Anytime you want to, you can turn me on to anything you want to. Anytime at all. When I kiss your lips, oh, I start to shiver. Can't control the quivering inside. So I feel We've already seen references to this person still in love with you. You could still have so much love for them. Something about the kiss that you guys have shared. Okay, and bottom of the deck, we do have Can't Be Friends by Trey Songz. I wish we never did it, and I wish we never loved it. And I wish I never fell so deep in love with you. And now ain't no way we can be friends. The way it felt, no faking it. Maybe we were moving just a little too fast. But what we've done, we can't take it back. Now I'm sitting here halfway crazy. Can't help but feel that this message could even be coming from a third party. You know, that lines were crossed, boundaries were crossed, and maybe now they've got regrets because there's just no way to turn back the clock and pretend it didn't happen. You guys can't just pretend you're just friends because you guys turn into lovers. We have seen that as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some healing messages here. So those are the songs that are reflected for your reading, Gemini. All right, so now we'll go ahead and grab some angel messages, healing messages for the collective here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. What else do we need to know? Healing messages, please. We have body care, okay? So maybe this is a reminder for you to take better care of your physical self, especially if you've been burning the candle at both ends, you haven't been taking care of yourself, okay? Check this out, guys. We have another reference to music. So there's something tied into that type of energy. Somebody, as I've mentioned, could be a musician, could be musically gifted, or this could be something that you both have in common. You know, listening to songs that remind you of each other or of this person. It's definitely tied into your romantic life, your love life, okay? Could also be listening to love songs. It could be tied into that. And then we've got guardian angel. So this always reminds me of somebody who has been through some difficult periods in their life, and your guardian angel has always been with you, watching out for you. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot to clarify these healing messages. I'll be pulling from my TANIELU tarot deck here. All right, what else do we need to know? So look at that. We do have the Seven of Swords. There probably was infidelity or cheating for some of you guys. And maybe the stress of this whole situation might have affected your health, which is why we've got body care coming through. So take that if it makes sense. But there's love here as well. Two of Cups, true love. Okay, romance. This is your ultimate partner here. The partnership, the connection, coming into union. So I can't help but feel for some of you guys, maybe you were married, or the other person could have been married, but there was infidelity. So there's definitely healing that needs to happen in this situation because it could have really turned into something very challenging. I really like this, though. We've got the Six of Swords. Check this out, guys. Once again, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So there's something tied into this energy of the Queen of Pentacles for the feminine. Maybe you were very giving to your masculine, you know, giving of yourself, giving of your time, your heart, your energy, or even of your money, you know, however way that came through. But it does seem here that you guys are transitioning away from the challenging energy of the Seven of Swords to be able to find a much calmer way of interacting with each other. This does represent leaving something behind and moving on. And here we go once again with the Chariot. So the journey forward does look a lot better. This is triumph. This is success. This is overcoming the difficulties of what you have been through. And remember, your guardian angel is there watching out for you. All right, Gemini, so that's what's coming through there. Let's go ahead and grab some angel numbers. Okay, let's see what we can pick up there. So I'll be pulling from Mystic Moon's deck, the Twin Flame Angel Numbers deck. Okay, so let's grab some numbers here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. We have 660. You do not have to compromise your own integrity to get what you want. Assert yourself accordingly. Absolutely. Because when you get yourself entangled in drama, especially cheating, infidelity, third parties, that's compromising your integrity big time. Okay. This is the next card. We've got 222. The necessary seeds have been planted on your journey. Remain patient as they begin to gestate. So that doesn't surprise me because it will take some time. We have seen references to having patience and waiting. Okay, so just hang tight and allow things to unfold in your life. We also have 333. Past, present, and future energies need examining. What do you truly want moving forward? So this is a question that only you can answer, Gemini, and nobody else. So this is something where you got to really focus internally and go within and figure out the answer to this question. Okay, what is it or who is it that you truly want moving forward? All right, let's grab one last one. We have 234, your twin. So this is for those of you who feel that you are on a twin flame journey. Your twin is leveling up their energy in order to match yours and will face you when the time is right. You see, when the time is right, that's why patience is key. Okay, so that is definitely a contributing factor for this reading, Gemini. All right, so one last batch of messages to wrap up your reading. I'll be pulling from the Intuit Angel Oracle. And angel names that I often butcher and mess up. I apologize. So let's go ahead and see what your final messages are here, Gemini. All right, here we go. Raziel, angel of magic and mysteries, behind the veil, mediumship, divine wisdom, illumination, dreams, visions, dive deep. I enhance your spiritual gifts, infuse your heart with inner knowing, and reveal the secrets of Source. The stone or crystal tied into this is clear quartz. The time frame is 1 week. And an additional message is many options. So take whatever part of that card makes sense for you. Okay, the magic of the season, perhaps. The mysteries of what's ahead for you. Let's go ahead and grab a couple more messages here. There could also be something tied into your dreams. And if you're the type of person who could be very intuitive as well. All right, we've got Jehudiel. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Angel of work and confidence, purpose, efficient, motivated, new ideas, projects, expedite, experience, and focused. I will help you with projects, choosing a vocation, or when you feel overwhelmed with work. So this has something to do with your work environment. Adamite, I've never heard of that, but Adamite is the stone attached to this card. Springtime is the time frame, and it does say don't procrastinate. Okay, so whatever goals and dreams you have in mind, perhaps now is the time, to take action in order for things to grow and bloom by springtime. All right, let's grab one more card to wrap up your reading, Gemini. And we have Azrael, angel of everlasting life, aids transition, acceptance, crossing over, comforter, transforms emotional pain. During transition, separation, and loss, I give comfort and support. I also help you control loved ones who pass. Did I read that right? I also help you contact loved ones who pass. So if you're focused on that type of energy, perhaps you've lost a loved one recently, maybe through this card, you'll be able to find some sort of closure or peace there. We have calcite, time frame is a year or more, and then we have the no answer, that no reference there. So take any part of that makes sense for you, and perhaps the person that you're thinking about when it comes to that type of energy. Okay, if nobody has passed on, if you're not able to relate to that, this does have something to do with a separation, which we've certainly seen that in this reading. So hopefully you'll be able to heal through that and come to a place of peace in your heart when it comes to that person. But as we can see, a year or more is a time frame, and we can't rush our healing journey. So perhaps that's also why you've been given the opportunity to just have patience in order for something to happen, because it could take a year or more before you're able to bring it to fruition in your life. All right, Gemini, so I will leave that there. Hopefully there's something here in this reading that you're able to relate to for yourself, certainly when it comes to your love life or other aspects of your life. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below in the description box, as well as the action buttons at the end of this video. Thank you guys once again for waiting for your reading. And just a reminder, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're guided to tune in, hopefully there's something in the messages that makes sense for you. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.